Hello everybody, welcome to Marvel Champions, and today we are playing as Iron Man. So, Tony Stark has 3 recovery, the Futurist ability. Action, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand and discard the others. Limit once per round. He has a hand size of 6 and hit points of 9. Iron Man has 2 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense, and he gets plus 1 hand size for each tech upgrade he controls to a maximum of 7. Alright, and we will be going up against Klaw. I have no idea if we'll be able to do anything good here against Mr. Klaw, but we're definitely going to try. Klaw schemes for 2. He attacks for 0, but when he attacks, you have to give him 1 additional boost card for the activation. So, his setup here, Claw 1, Claw 2, standard counter set, and a modular and counter set, Masters of Evil. The setup, search the encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme and reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck, and advanced stage 1B. So we already pulled out the Defense Network. Claw's criminal enterprise is protected by a gang of hired thugs. When revealed, place an additional 1 per player threat here. So that will start with 3, which is pretty tough, actually. These can't move. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over. Underground distribution. Your investigation reveals that the criminal enterprise is operated by Klaw, an old rival of the Avengers. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, and our obligation was business problems. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose exhaust Tony Stark and remove business problems from the game, or exhaust each upgrade you control and discard the obligation. I like the art there. It's got looks like Natasha in the background, or Black Widow. Okay. So I learned how to scale up the cards, but I didn't really do it to ours because we're going to be constantly moving things around. Okay, let's shuffle up this deck. Shuffle up this deck. We have to pull out minion. Crap. Tiger Shark. After he attacks, give him a tough status card. He schemes for 1. Attacks for 3. 6 health. That's painful to deal with. Okay. Okay. Not bad. We're going to use our Futurist ability. Alright. So, let's see what we can do here. We can get 3 pieces of armor in, I think. But then we'd have to lose Nova, I believe. So to play the Mark V armor, we're going to need one of these. I don't think it matters which one it is. So I guess I'll just take War Machine. Actually, I'll quickly go over all the things here that we've seen so far, for people who are new. So, we have some tech in our hand. We have the Mark V armor, rocket boots, and the Mark V helmet. So, the Mark V armor gives us 6 hit points, and it is a tech piece, which we definitely need some of those. Nova, Sam Alexander, is a 1 thwart, 2 attack. Interrupt: when an enemy initiates an attack against you, you can spend a energy resource to deal 2 damage to that enemy. Which I'd like to get out, but with all this tech, we need to get some out. Repulsor Blast, which we might have to use to kill Tiger Shark here. But I might have to spend Repulsor Blast to get the other stuff into play. Hero Attack, deal 1 damage to an enemy and discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each printed energy resource discarded this way, deal 2 additional damage to that enemy. Supersonic Punch. Hero Attack. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. 8 damage instead if you have the aerial trait. Rocket Boots, you get +1 hit point, and as a hero action, you can exhaust the boots to spend a genius resource, gain the aerial trait until the end of the phase. The helmet, hero action, Thwart, exhaust the Mark V helmet, remove 1 threat from a scheme, or from each scheme instead if you have the aerial trait. And Good Ol' War Machine is a 1 thwart 2 attack, and he has the action exhaust War Machine, deal 2 damage to him, and deal 1 damage to each enemy. It's very thematic. We discarded Med Team. Enters play with 3 counters. When they're gone, discard the card. Exhaust Med Team and remove 1 medical counter to heal 2 damage from a friendly character. And Enhanced Reflexes, it's a hero resource. Exhaust Enhanced Reflexes and remove 1 energy counter from it to generate 8 energy resource. Okay, now, let's put this at the end. So we're going to spend you. Oh, there's no way we can get absolutely everything into play. Okay. Well, we definitely tried. Is there more important which one we could get out? Iron Man is better at thwarting, so maybe just the helmet. Okay, so we're going to put out the Mark V armor. These will be ours. And then we'll put out the Mark V helmet. Pay with that. There is no way I can get this out this turn. Oh man, I gotta cut that. Okay. I was coughing. Alright, and I believe that's going to be how it goes. This is going to be pretty tough. So, the villain schemes for 1. And then it's a scheme of 2 plus deal 1 damage to each hero. So that's 2. Tiger Shark schemes for 1. And our encounter is Gang Up, Alter Ego. This card gains Surge. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Illegal Arms Factory. Klaw is supplying villains with advanced weaponry from a clandestine arms facility. When revealed, place an additional threat per player here. Does that mean we draw an additional encounter card now? Kind of feels like we do. Klaw's Vengeance. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Alright, well, it's a perfect time to 2. 3, 5, 6. We lost the Rocket Boots. Good lord. Oh, there's Miss Potts, though. Or Tech. Okay. Getting Pepper Potts into place is going to be extremely important. Okay. But we also really should get out this arc reactor. Oh, this is just not good. This is very bad. Okay. How do we do this? Exhaust arc reactor, ready Iron Man. See, that's super strong. Okay, we're going to use the futurist ability. Okay. Not perfect. I was kind of hoping for one of the double resources. Oh, man. I could switch into Tony. Supersonic Punch. Or I could set up the energy barrier. This is a next to impossible. If I get Pepper into play, I can keep the armor in my hand, but I kind of think I need the armor out so I can use it immediately. Because if I switch to Iron Man, I can thwart this off, which it needs to go. I can't deal with 2 encounter cards. Okay, so I guess it really doesn't matter which one we take from here. I'll grab Repulsor Blast in case I can wiggle out a way to use it. Okay. Okay, so we will spend Energy Barrier, Power Protection to get the Arc Reactor out. Okay, now my hand is... So I could play the Repulsor Blast and spend Supersonic Punch to play it. I'd probably discard a lot of stuff I need, but I don't really have much of a choice, I don't think. Oh, did we give ourselves 6 hit points? I don't believe we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9, 6 would be 15. We lost 1. Okay. Alright. So let's exhaust the helmet to thwart. So we're going to thwart for 3. And what's the crisis thing do again? Does it mean you just can't do it off the main scheme? Crisis icon, see side scheme. Side scheme. Crisis. Yeah, so we can still... We just can't get it off this. Which should be okay. Alright, so we're thwarting to get rid of the illegal arms factory. So we don't get the extra encounter card. Then we're going to use the arc reactor to ready Iron Man. So we were exhausted and we're back up. Let's attempt. So we're going to use the Repulsor Blast and we're going to pay a Supersonic Punch. And this reads, deal 1 damage to an enemy and discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each printed energy resource discarded this way, deal 2 additional damage to the enemy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that has 8 damage to the enemy. So that kills Tiger Shark. Thank God. Okay. It's fine. We're going to leave Pepper Pots in our hand. And that will be that. Okay. So we draw up to our maximum hand size limit of 3. Which is perfect. We can play it for Pepper Pots. Okay. We ready all our cards. So technically he's readied. Okay. Put 1 threat on the side scheme. Now he's attacking us. He gets 2 boosts. If this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Crap. So he is boosted. He only attacks for 2. So even if I defend, the Sonic Boom activates. So I'll take it. We are exhausted, which we can use the Arc Reactor to get back up. Which we kind of need to do to thwart a little. Oh no, we won't be able to thwart that unless something happens. Which I don't foresee happening. Alright. So let's... Yeah, there's no way. It's gonna flip. So knowing that... So we ready ourselves with the Arc Reactor. We're gonna thwart to clear off the defense network. So we are exhausted. We're going to flip back to Tony, use the Futurist ability. So keep emergency. No, it doesn't matter. Keep endurance. Because I'll be able to stay as Tony Stark a lot longer. Or as Iron Man. I don't know what's more exciting. Maybe I'll keep Preemptive Strike. Okay. So we're going to play Pepper. So we're going to spend the Repulsor Blast and energy to pay for her. Now, note that I did put energy last on purpose because Pepper Pots, you can exhaust or generate the resources on the top card in your discard pile. So on our next turn, when we have 6 cards in hand, we'll be able to get 2 energy off this card. Unless I discard this, which I'm not going to. Okay, and yeah. Okay. That is that. Everyone readies up. And we draw up to our 6-hand limit. Star Tower is good. Strength is good. Med Team, not bad. Alright. I'm actually going to grab the other Iron Man counter, so I know what my maximum hit points is. Alright, so we start with 9. 15, currently. So we are... that little slash is like 12 out of 15. That's perfect. Okay. On to the villain phase. You scheme. So we now go to Secret Rendezvous. Klaw has found a buyer for his illegal weapons, and it's up to you to stop the sale, but the meeting is surrounded by Klaw's cronies. When revealed, discard cards from the counter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player, and advance to stage 2B. Okay, I did shuffle these. Alright, Weapons Runner. 1 scheme, 1 attack, surge. After this card is revealed, reveal 1 additional encounter card. Boo. Is that how that works? Yeah, after this card is revealed, reveal additional encounter card. I think. Right? No, because this card doesn't say trigger his ability. And from Arkham it would say like and do its when revealed effect or whatever, you know. So I'm going to rule that you don't do that because we're not in that phase. Secret Rendezvous. Klaw's meeting with the Crimson Cowl. Klaw and the mysterious figure dart into the shadows when you confront them. And Klaw's minions move to cover their escape. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. Okay. So that was just the first phase. So now he is going to scheme for... So we're going to get 1 from the Weapons Runner, but 2 plus... Yikes. He just schemed for 5. Holy crap. Our encounter card. Klaw heals 4 damage. If no damage is healed this way, this card gains Surge. So it gains Surge. Okay. So he has, this guy has Toughness. So while this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain, and he gets a tough card, which means the next damage he takes, excuse me, no matter how hard it is blocked by the tough. Okay. It's not great, but we have to thwart. Okay, we're going to use Pepper Pots to generate the resources on the top card to pay for Stark Tower. Sorry, I'm just going to... Okay. Stark Tower. Exhaust Stark Tower. Choose a player. That player, the topmost tech upgrade in their discard pile to their hand. Don't know what that is. So we go this way. Gauntlets. Because that's essentially a draw. Like, I would never not do this. It would always draw me a resource. Okay. So we need to get these into play. like need to. So we're gonna spend. Let's be smart about this. This will be the last thing we do because we want to end with strength on top of our deck. So what do we want to play? We could play Indomitable and not take as much damage. Energy Barrier. Energy Barrier wouldn't be too bad. Because it would get rid of the tough, deal damage to him, and deal damage to Klaw. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so let's get the energy barrier up. So we're gonna spend Indomitable, Preemptive Strike. So when you take any amount of damage, remove one reflection counter from here, prevent one of that damage, and deal one damage to an enemy. Iron Man's got a lot of crap. Let's grab some tokens. We're only gonna need one, and I'll just copy it. Okay. Med team. I'm not going to actually be using the med team for anything. Now, do I use the Futurist ability? I don't think so, because if I draw a tech piece, I won't be able to play it. I think I have my double resources both in here, so there's no point to kind of fish for it. So, I guess no matter what, I'm going to end with med team on top of my deck. Unless I keep it in my hand. It's not the best, but it might be worth it for the Pepper Potts bonus on next turn. Okay, we're going to spend strength to play the Powered Gauntlets. Okay, we're going to flip to Iron Man. We're going to thwart. So, we exhaust the helmet to thwart for 3. Oh, why did I put that there? Oh, because it's not. Yeah, okay. Then we are going to use the arc reactor to get back up. Interesting. I don't think he can scheme for 5 again. Like, well, he can't because I'm in hero mode. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to use the hero gauntlets. So the gauntlets will actually take care of the tough status. Just put that there for now. So these will hit here, but Iron Man will actually hit here. And that will be that. So let's draw. Now we get to draw up to 4. Alright. So we drew another Powered Gauntlets, which is actually really good. Gonna have to get those into play. And with Stark Tower and Pepper Potts, hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. So everything gets to stand back up. Alright, now it's their turn. They will scheme for 1. Klaw will attack for 2 plus 1 plus. So he attacks for... Or sorry, it's 0 plus these. So he attacks for 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Then these guys both attack for 1. Does it prevent the damage? Oh, it does. Okay, hold on. So Klaw takes 1 from my energy barrier. Put that there for now. These guys actually don't hurt me, so this kills the weapons runner. And this one deals the damage to the armored guard. And energy barrier is gone. Oh, I didn't think that through. Hold on. Do I have to? No, I can activate this when I want. Yeah, I'm not going to take the interrupt action here, so I will take 1 damage from the armored guard, because I didn't think about that. Hopefully someone was yelling at me like, wait, don't do it. Alright. We're gonna exhaust pep. Wait. Did I draw an encounter card? I don't think I did. The villain schemes! Oh no. Okay, 2 plus nothing. That was potentially terrible. Okay, Pepper Potts will get us another set of powered gauntlets. What's this? It's gotta be perfect. There we go. So Pepper Potts use strength to pay for that, and then we're gonna use Stark Tower to search our deck for a tech upgrade. There we go. So the topmost tech upgrade was another energy bearer. It's nice. Okay. Now, is it time for a med team or is it time for Black Widow? Because having somebody out here who can also help thwart would be fantastic. If I play Black Widow, that's everybody. Same for med team. I think we can forgo the med team. This heals me for 6 over 3 turns. Okay, so this turn I can kill the armored guard and I can get rid of some threat. But being able to get rid of additional threat would be fantastic. Okay, I'm making the decision. Getting Black Widow out here. Yeah, they're all electric or energy. So Black Widow's going to come out. She's going to thwart. Actually, no, hold on. We'll do Iron Man first. So we're going to attack. We're going to kill the armored guard. So that is 1 from him and 1 from each of the gauntlets. Then we're going to use the arc reactor to stand up Iron Man. We're going to thwart. So that'll be 3. And we're going to thwart 2 more with Black Widow. Okay. And that is that. We're going to stay as Iron Man. Yes, we're going to stay as Iron Man. That's fine. Because we're drawing 5 cards. We're in the okay zone for card draw. Okay, so we draw up. So that's 1, 2. We're going to draw our whole deck. 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm not 100% sure about... Is there a glossary at the back of this thing? An index. I'm thinking of reshuffle. Is that on here? Resource ability, response. Maybe it'll just be under shuffle. Support. Search. Okay, it's not under shuffle. What about deck? Deck, deck customization. Oh, empty player deck, page 6. Okay, where are you? If a player deck runs out of cards, the player shuffles their discard pile to make a new deck. The player immediately deals themselves 1 card from the encounter deck. If the player's draw deck empties and reshuffles while the player was drawing cards, the player continues to draw cards up into the specified number. If this happened while the player was discarding cards from their deck, no cards are discarded from the newly shuffled deck. Okay. So I have to do that now then, I assume. Which matters for... Can I do this? Oh, so much nicer. So that means I won't be able to Stark Tower on this, which is a shame. Okay, that's fine. We did draw the Rocket Boots, which are great. And oh, they both don't work on here. That sucks so much. And due to the way the player turn goes, you discard before you draw. So that's a shame. Okay, so we get one scheme on the threat, one threat on the scheme here. He attacks for discard one card at random from your hand. Hey! I mean, I didn't want to lose Nick Fury, but at least I don't completely lose out on some stuff. Okay. Alright. So that was just his attack. Due to Radioactive Man's boost. Alright, so he attacks for 3. I'll have Black Widow take it. She can hang out with Nick Fury. And our encounter card is... crap. Masters of Evil. They have arrived to attack the heroes. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until Masters of Evil minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. It has to be a Masters of Evil minion. There we go. Alright, we have Melter. Schemes for 1, attacks for 3. The engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks with an ally they control if able. Okay. So this has 3. Just 3. It's not terrible. We can deal with that. Okay, that is the turn, I believe. Yep. Okay. So let's use Pepper Pots. Or do we? Hold on. There's some shenanigans we can do here with Justice, maybe. There is no tech. No, I don't think there are any shenanigans. No shenanigans, just the free resource from Pepper Pots, which isn't technically free, but puts the Rocket Boots into play. We will spend 2 on Genius. Or you will spend 2 from Genius on Enhanced Awareness. So this uses 3 mental counters. And what these do is, when I'm in hero mode, exhaust Enhanced Awareness and remove 1 mental counter from it to generate a Genius resource. Now, Rocket Boots. We get +1 hit point. And we can exhaust them, spending a Genius resource to gain Aerial trait. Now, if we have the Aerial trait, we can do some things. We can do more damage, and we can remove more from a scheme. Or from each side scheme. Or from each scheme. Oh, I see. So I can clear this, and it also gets 1 from here. That's pretty cool. So let's do that. We are going to thwart. Oh, sorry. We're going to pay 1 token to fly. So we have the aerial trait. Now that we have the aerial trait, we can clear 3 off here, 1 off here. Okay. Then we use our arc reactor to get Iron Man back up, and we are going to attack. So these each do 2 damage. So we're going to do 2, 4, and then the 1 from Iron Man for 5 to kill Melter. That's pretty good. And I believe that is all we can do. Yeah. And we're not going to discard Power of Protection, because we are now drawing 6 cards. So it's the exact same as Tony, except we won't have that Futurist ability. Okay. So we draw 6 cards. We got Repulsor Blast. Emergency's great to have right now. Against Awareness and Strength. Okay. Everybody readies up. So much easier to do in tabletop than real life. Okay, everything's back up. That's great. He schemes. He attacks for 2 plus... There's nothing on that one. So he just schemes, or he attacks for 1. Pathetic. Take that on the chin. Okay, his encounter card. Uh-oh. We have run out of encounter cards. So, now, this I don't mind scaling up. Just to, don't forget. So, now that the encounter deck has run through, there's an acceleration token. So at the beginning of the next phase, every single time we have to put threat from that first part, where it says place threat in the main scheme, we place 2. Okay, so our encounter card is Klaw's Vengeance. Klaw attacks you. If this attack deals damage, place 1 threat in the main scheme. Well, okay. So he attacks for 3. I don't think I have anything to... Yes. No. Yes, it's fine. So I'm going to lose out on the double bonus, but what I can do here is I can cancel the 2 boosts from Shadows of the Past with Preemptive Strike. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll pay for it with Power Protection. Right? So we're canceling 2 boost icons and dealing 2 damage to the villain for each. So he takes 2 damage, right, from me canceling that. Now his attack is only 1. Right? Now this reads, if this attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. But we're going to defend with Energy Barrier. Which I probably should have done a while back, but it works out for this turn. Right? And that also deals 1 damage to him and preventing damage to me. And that puts a tech card in the top of my discard, which I can draw with Stark Tower. It's all coming together. Okay. That was everything, right? He attacked because of something, right? I feel like something made him attack me. Or was that just his normal attack? Oh yeah, Klaw attacks you. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. We're good. We got there in the end. Alright, we're going to use Stark Tower to get Energy Barrier back. I'd really like to get Enhanced Reflexes out, which I think I will do at last. Shall we use Repulsor Blast, see how that goes? I say we do. So we're going to spend 1 to play Repulsor Blast, deal 1 damage to an enemy and discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each printed resource discarded this way, deal 2 additional damage to that enemy. Okay, here goes. There you go. There you go. There we go. And whoa! So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is an incoming 11 damage, which is going to trigger him. So he goes down to 0. Triggering Klaw 2. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it. Search. There it is. Oh, my mouse is going wacky. Alright. Klaw gets 10 hit point, plus 10 hit points, but when the scheme is defeated, he loses those. Get out of here. Okay. Forced Interrupt. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. Alright, Klaw's health is now 18. But actually, plus 10. Alright, so that was just our repulsor blast. What we're going to do now is we're going to put out enhanced reflexes. So many cards. I'm going to put out enhanced reflexes. We're going to use strength to do it. So this works a lot like the enhanced awareness, except for it gives a energy resource. And we're going to use pepper pots to play the energy barrier using Mr. Hulk here. Okay, the turn's not over. That was just the repulsor blast. So we are going to thwart. Oh, can we become aerial? We will become aerial. So we're going to thwart getting this away. Well done. He loses 10 health points. Down to 18 we go. And we get 1 off of here because we're aerial. We're going to use the... Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Use the arc reactor to get Iron Man back up. And we're going to attack for 5. Gotta love that Yu-Gi-Oh sound. I'm gonna put that in. Okay. No point to go to Tony unless I just don't want to take damage. Nah, I don't want him to do some shenanigans where the threat goes up like crazy. So let's draw 6 cards. 1, 2, that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So let's tag all the things that have to be flipped. Technically I should have flipped that, but it's fine. I know to only use one a turn. Okay, that was awesome. Do we have any interrupt things? We do have one, so we'll keep preemptive strike in mind. Let's go. So, Klaw schemes, and then Klaw attacks. So 1 plus... Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Come on. No! That was going to be what I was going to use to, like, end this turn. Well, we're probably strong enough to just do whatever anyway. It's not tech, it's an attack. Well, that's fine. Get the med team out. Another enhanced reflexes, that'd be funny. There's no shenanigans to get better resources, so that was just his attack. Gets 1 additional boost. So he attacks for 2. Yeah, we'll definitely get that med team into play. Oh, wait. We're going to get rid of 1 of these to deal 1 damage to him. Perfect. And our encounter card is... Take 2 damage, he heals 2 damage. That sucks. Okay. Med team's looking like a better and better option. Alright. My turn. So let's use Stark Tower. Let's see what we got here as our top. I think it's the Rocket Boots. Yep. Rocket Boots in hand. And I might as well put them into play. I'm building Iron Man over here. Okay. If you couldn't tell. Probably just play everything, right? Can I have 2 of these out at a time? It doesn't say I can't. Let's do it. Playing another energy barrier. I am like endgame Tony Stark here. Spend 1 of these. And I'll spend both of these to get the med team out. Okay, you're supposed to have 3. Did I? No, I'm crazy. Okay. Alright. Man, this cough has just been terrible. We're going to use Med Team to heal by 2. Then we are going to spend this to get the aerial trait. We are going to thwart, getting that down to nothing. And we're going to use this to stand back up. Can do 5 damage to Klaw. So Supersonic Punch wouldn't have done it, but it sure does help that, like, we got to that point. Okay. We are done. We draw 6. Or do we draw 7 now? Yeah, we draw 7. There's Repulsor Blast. Oh, we've got this. We just gotta survive. War Machine. Cool. Okay. Got a lot of stuff to stand up. There we go. He schemes for 2. Attacks 4. Exhaust your hero. Plus. Put weapons runner engaged with you. Great. So he attacked for 1. Which I'll block with energy barrier. And deal 1 damage to you. And I guess he attacks as well. Which we'll just block. Deal 1 damage to you. And our encounter card is exhaust each character you control. That's fine. They're already exhausted. Okay. I think we've won. So let's spend a Repulsor Blast. We only have to hit him for... Actually, hold on. We'll use Enhanced Awareness to fly. Iron Man to get up. Or Arc Reactor. And then we'll attack to get him down to 3. And we Repulsor Blast. So 1. That is enough. We defeated you, Klaw. That wasn't too bad. And I'm not gonna continue on to round 3 because not that I don't think we could do it, is that's just not what the game is. That was just extra in the first video. So, but let's take a look at Klaw 3 anyway. So he would come in with toughness, and he still has the same attack bonus, which is pretty interesting because he goes from a 2-0 to a 2-1, and then he really ramps up in the end for a 3-2. So, if I ever went back to Tony Stark, he would gain 2, scheme for 3, plus a boost. So, like, yeah, so he could potentially scheme for, like, 7 in a go, which would crack this, you know what I mean? In a solo game. I'm not saying it's impossible, plus the 1 scheme from here, so that'd be 8. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you'd have to get rid of him or clear some threat. So, but I feel like Tony Stark is pretty good for that, and it really helped that Stark Tower could pull out these energy barriers. Because once you have Iron Man up, all your techs are out. But this can bring you a resource every single turn if you have some energy barriers in your deck. So, I believe we had 1 more. Yeah, we do. So, how did I like Iron Man Protection? I've never played this combination before. It was recommended to me by a friend. He said, try this, and he gave me a deck list. I tweaked it a little bit, but very little. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. So if anyone has deck lists you want me to try out, I'd like to try out fun new powerful combos and things. So we have a few heroes left to play out. This first series of this will probably do each hero once. So, and we're just gonna try to knock out all the villains that we have so far. I don't know if Wrecking Crew is in this mod yet. I might have to update the mod. I don't think so. I think it goes up to Green Goblin and Captain America. Yeah, they haven't released Thor yet. I believe he is early March, because this is coming out February 20th, 2020. So yeah. Next up, we will be going up against Ultron. I don't know who we're going to be, so I have no idea who to be. Maybe it'll be She-Hulk. I've never done She-Hulk, and I feel like she'll be able to beat the crap out of some robots. Okay, I've been Shadow. This video has gone on long enough. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes, which I feel like I'm doing a better job catching and editing. So hopefully me catching and editing makes my next play a bit better. You guys always letting me know is always helpful, and is not discouraging. Unless you're mean about it, don't be mean about it. Alright, love you guys. Peace!